What's up, guys? It's Loca back here with another fucking lit video. This video has been asked for a long time, and I'm going to give you guys this video. After I speak upon this video, I will no longer bring my family into my social media anymore. You will no longer be able to ask me about my kids. If you do, I will not answer. Yes, I am getting them back. It takes a process. I'm not going to get them back right away, but that's what I got to deal with, not you. So, fuck, I don't want to talk about this. I can't.
I'm gonna redo my intro and redo everything because obviously the first attempt wasn't really that good, so we're gonna try to do it again. I tried to film this video again yesterday and it just wasn't going so well, so we're gonna restart. Ready? What's up, guys? It's Loca back here with another fucking lit ass video. Actually not a lit video today. It's actually a video that everybody's been wanting. It's a video that everybody's been wanting to know about. Today I'm going to be talking about how and why, and the events that caused up to it, the injuries that happened to my daughter from her father. I'm going to start from the beginning. And before I say my story and my part of the story, I know that a lot of people don't understand what has happened. And I know a lot of people don't understand why I haven't spoke up yet. He was just found guilty. So now I'm allowed to open up and talk to you guys about the case. We had our first daughter together, and a lot of you guys know this already, but I want to touch bases on you guys. So I don't know if this is going to be a part 1 or part 2. If there's going to be a part 1 or part 2, hopefully it's just one whole video so I can get it out the fucking way. This video is not going to have any, this video won't have any, sorry, my bad. My head's everywhere. Just thinking about the story, talking about it. I was with this man for 3 years. He mentally and physically abused me. And I know a lot of you guys asked me, and I got a lot of questions. Why didn't you just leave? I tried to leave. Obviously you guys can see it's very hard for me to talk about. He abused me for 3 years straight. If I didn't cook, if I didn't clean, something would happen. I watched my kids from day to night. He was in and out of the house, never really home. Never home. And like I said, I know you guys, a lot of you guys said, why don't you just leave him? And I try to leave him, but when you're in a toxic relationship and you try to leave somebody who physically beats you and abuses you and tells you you're not going nowhere, you're not taking my kids anywhere, if you go anywhere, I will go to court and I'll take custody because your mental health, you take medication who do you think would want to be able to take care of the kids? The judge would want to take care of the kids, a mental health person or a person who gets their lives together? So he manipulated me. He kept me home. He kept me and made me believe that I had nowhere to go, and that if I were to leave him, my kids wouldn't be able to go with me. We had our first daughter. I wasn't an addict at the time. We found out we were gonna have a second kid, Samantha. I was happy. We were both happy, but I was more so worried and scared because the simple fact that I was an addict, I was using every day, and I'm pregnant. Fuck. Like, what the hell am I gonna do? I looked at myself. And I told myself that I needed to stop. So I stopped. Unfortunately, when I had Samantha, her colon came back, her poop came back positive for drugs. So DCFS was involved. I want to remind you guys this before I tell you any more. I am telling you guys everything that's true, and I really hope you guys understand where I'm coming from and understand my side of the story. I know I'm not the best mom. I know that I did everything I could for my kids. And I know there's going to be a lot of judge and a lot of people that don't understand my story because of the drugs and stuff and doing it while pregnant. And I get it. Trust me, everybody's different. Everybody grew up different. And I get it. I get everybody's comments. But this story has to be said. And this will be the last time me ever talking about it again. So just please respect that and don't talk about it again. Samantha was born. They continued to do drug tests on me. And then I started again while I had Samantha and Genesis. And after that, I was honest with Brian Chino. I was like, look, I have a problem and I cannot stop. I need help. I need to go to rehab. So next day we checked myself into rehab. I get out. And while I was at rehab, I want to tell you guys something. Chino was never a very emotional person. He was very unemotional. He never said, Jasmine, you look very pretty today. Are those new lashes? Oh, is that a different wig? You got new shoes? He never complimented me. He never did that. And I would ask him why. And his response was, well, why do I need to tell you that when you got millions of people telling you that every day on social media? And I told him, well, it's different when it comes from you. He didn't get it. So when I went to rehab, I met somebody. We talked every day while I was at rehab. We had similar stories. He was a crackhead and, you know, I was addicted to something else, and it was very similar. Long story short, I liked him a lot. He gave me something Chino didn't give me, and that was attention. You know, I felt guilty. I didn't fuck him. I did cheat on Chino though with him. I did kiss him. I kissed him in a hallway. And but that was it. When I came back from rehab, he had found out. I told him. I felt so guilty that I told him. I told him myself. He cried. He cried a lot. He wasn't mad. He didn't hit me. I was surprised. I've never seen him so hurt in my life. I hurt him. I hurt that man. But I didn't care. Everything he's put me through made me feel nothing towards him. I didn't care how that man felt anymore. It was January 10th. June or January 10th. Not sure. We decided to fix our relationship. We decided to go, he asked me, he's like, Jasmine, let's go get a board game today. Let's play as a family. Let's do something we never did before. Let's get our family back together. And I said, you know what, Brian, Chino, that's a great idea. I wanted to fix my family. That's all I ever wanted, was a happy family. I wanted the best family. I wanted everybody to look at us and be like, man, I want a family like that. And that's why I made him look so great on my YouTube channel. I made him look so good because I wanted everybody to know that I was happy when deep down I was far from happy. When I told him I cheated on him, before he played a game, he would ask me if Samantha was his. For about like 3 days straight, he asked me if Samantha was his, and I continued to tell him, yes, Samantha is yours. I cheated on you after I had Samantha. I don't know, I'm sorry if you think that, but she is yours. She is yours. I don't know, I guess something in his head didn't make sense to him, I guess. So the night that we went to go pick up Monopoly and we played a board game, we also picked up a bottle of Hennessy. So we start playing and we're drinking. I got Samantha in her rocker on the floor next to me. She's dead asleep. And so Genesis is around, just like, you know, playing with her toys, her cousin's toys. The guy I cheated on Chino with had called me. And Chino told me if he would ever call me, give me the phone so I could talk to him. So that's what I did. I gave him the phone. And they were arguing back and forth. Arguing. After he gets off the phone with him, his demeanor changed. He was so angry, and I knew how he could get. So we drank half the bottle, and I knew if I stayed up, he was gonna hit me or do something to me. That man's done so many things to me. I didn't know which one he was gonna do, and so I made a decision. I told him, I was like, look, I'm gonna put the kids to bed. It was around 11, 12. I'm gonna put the kids to bed, and after their sleep, I will wake up and I will come chill with you. He said, okay. I take my kids, both of my kids, Samantha and Genesis, into our room upstairs. And we fall asleep. 2 o'clock in the morning comes and he's taking my kids out of the bed, and I ask him, I look at my phone just to make sure what time it was. It's 2. I had asked him, where are you taking them? So I'm gonna sleep with my kids in my dad's room downstairs. I'm gonna remind you guys something. Besides what Chino did to Samantha, before what he did, he was one of the greatest fathers I've ever met. That man took care of his kids while I was at rehab. That man would buy everything for his kids, even if it was his last dollar. That man never put his hands on his kids. Even if I smacked them on their hands to tell them no, he would yell at me. So yeah. Besides him beating the fuck out of me, I never, ever, ever, ever fucking in my life thought that he would beat and almost kill my kids. So for everybody who thinks that I would just let that happen, if I had any idea what he would have did, you'd think I would. Anyway, I went back to sleep after he took them downstairs. 4 o'clock in the morning comes and he's screaming. He's screaming. I go to look for my phone and it wasn't there. So I look at the alarm clock next to the bed. It was 4. Once I woke up and I heard he was screaming, I jumped out of bed so quick. The noise made me woke up. And I want to remind you guys, if I heard Samantha crying, I would have woke up. I would have woke up. But the fact that I didn't hear her crying makes me think, like, did he put a pillow over her face? Did he take her to the basement? Because I promise you, if I woke up and I saw her, I heard her crying, I would have woke up so quick. I was not drunk. I did drink, but I was not drunk. I understood what was going on, and if I heard my baby cry for help, I would have woke up, but I didn't hear her. So 4 o'clock in the morning comes and he's screaming my name. I woke up and I run to the living room at the top of the stairs, and he meets me at the top of the stairs. He's running up the stairs and he looks at me and he puts his hands up like this and he says, Jasmine, I am so sorry. That's all he said. And he's looking at his hands and he's saying, I am so sorry. And immediately I ask him, where are my kids? Are they okay? And he tells me, yes, they're safe. So I sit him down on the chair. I sit him down on the sofa and I ask him, why are you crying? Why are you screaming? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. What's going on? Are you crying because I cheated? Are you crying because you had a bad dream? What's going on? And he looks at me and he says, no, I just love you. And at that moment, I noticed that he wasn't just drunk, that he was on something. I didn't know what it was at the time. You know, he was off something, but I noticed he was off something. You know, he said that everything was fine, the kids were safe. After he said that, I heard a scream, I heard a cry from downstairs, and I hurry up and I run downstairs quick. I run downstairs quick. I run downstairs quick, and I walk into his parents' room, and the lights were off, and I did not want to turn the lights on because I didn't want to wake my kids up. And Samantha was in the middle of the bed, and Genesis was by the wall. I go around and I sit by Samantha. I hear no cry. I look at her. I hear no cry. Reminding you, the lights weren't off, so when I look at her, I see her shadow. I did not see every detail of her. Brian quickly runs down, and I ask him, didn't you hear a baby cry? And he says, yeah. And there was no crying. So in Brian's dad's room, there's a door where it leads to the basement. So he walks into the basement, and I hear him screaming, go away. Go away. You've done enough. We don't need you here. We don't want you here. And in my head, I'm like, yo, this nigga is fucked up. What is he on? What's going on? Like, I just got out of rehab. I'm sober as fuck. Yeah, I'm drinking, but I'm sober of drugs. I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I know that he is not okay. I hear a noise coming from Samantha, and it sounds a bit like this. I got so scared I turned the lights on. I turned the lights on, and my daughter is black and blue from head to toe. Bleeding out of her eyes, nose, and mouth. I tried to pick her up. She was so stiff. She was so stiff. If I picked her up, her arms were like still. I put her back down, and I screamed. And he came back upstairs, and I asked him, what happened? Did you drop her? I wanted to believe that he dropped her so bad. I wanted to believe that he was an accident, but it wasn't. What happened? He told me it was not me. That was his response. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And I asked him, I'm not saying it was you. I'm saying, what happened? Did you drop her? What happened? If it's okay, if it was an accident, what happened?